Thompson said that I could turn it over to him. So Mr. Thompson, if you are ready. Mr. Thompson's students went to Royal Oaks and actually to Horizon, so now they're all grown up, but Casey and Jake were both here, so we know each other well.
Great. Thank you, Ms. Claus. I appreciate that. I feel kind of like an alumni, but I remember being here last year because last year you guys did a great thing, and again this year we get to celebrate that once again. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay, all right. So I'm going to let the other very important folks that are here today tell you a little bit more about it. But if there's one thing you take away from this, please take away this. Thank you. You did a great thing. You really did. And we'll explain more about that. So we have some very special guests with us today. We have the mayor of the city of Sun Prairie, Mr. Murray. We have from the Bank of Sun Prairie, the president, Mr. Tom Tubbs, along with Mrs. Krebs and Mrs. Henson. Somebody that you might know. His name isn't Mr. Culver. It's Dwayne Sprecher from Culver's, and he's here. And we also have the Michelle twins, Michelle Perkle and Michelle Olson. Where are you guys? I'm not, okay, there they are. They really helped out with the food challenge. And also, you'll see this guy around town, Mr. Murtis. He's given the food pantry great coverage, and I really appreciate the fact that he's here. Let's give him a round of applause. Okay, I'm going to turn this over to our mayor, Mr. John Murray.
Good morning. Okay, so, you know what the cool part about being mayor is? What do you think the cool part about being the mayor is? You're right here. I get to direct all the people. Yeah, okay, I kind of wish. It's coming to fun things like this, where I get to congratulate you for all the good things that you do. What do you think the tough thing about being the mayor is? How about you? All the paperwork, yes. Good answer. You know what? The tough part about being mayor, really, is when you come to events like this and you realize that you're not the most popular person in the room, that it's people like Dwayne Sprecher that run Culver's. Or you go to an event and people ask you, where's Jimmy the groundhog? and you say he's at his farm. So it's a lot of fun when I do get invited, even though I couldn't get Jimmy to come with me. So how many years in a row have you guys won this now? How many? 2. And how much food did you do it in? How did you do it? In bushels, basket, pounds? How many pounds of food do you raise? Do you guys know? 39,000 pounds of food? 30,000. 40,000. Oh, I gotta get my hearing checked. 40,000 pounds of food. How much is that? You think that would fit up here? No. You think it would be bigger than that? Yeah. How many people do you think that will feed? Millions? Maybe not, but an awful lot of people. An awful lot of people. And I think it's important to remember that, you know, while we go home and, you know, we have food on our table and we eat with our families and our friends, that there are some people that aren't able to do that sometimes. And that the work that you do to raise the food, to bring it together, helps those families. And when I talk to student groups, I always ask them, well, what does it mean to be a leader? Everybody thinks of being a leader as being like the mayor or being like the bank president or running Culver's. And that's true, they're leaders. But by helping raise money and helping gather food for people that might need it, are you being leaders? Yeah. And you're just doing your little part to help make your community better. And I think everybody needs to understand that even at this age, you're finding out ways of being a leader, and you're finding out ways of helping your community. And I think that's really important that you remember that and you try to build on that as you go forward. So I want to thank you, I want to congratulate you for what you're doing, and I want to thank you for all being leaders in the little things that you do, because it helps make our community a little bit better. So thank you. Give yourselves a big round of applause. At this point now, I'm going to introduce or turn this over to Tom, Alice, and is our marketing director somewhere. She's back there. She's back there. Okay. We have Tom Tubbs and Alice Henson come up here, and I'm going to turn it over to them. So thank you again, and congratulations.
Well, he said thank you a couple of times, and we at the Bank of Sun Prairie say thank you. And all those wonderful people that got your food, they definitely are saying thank you, because some of them probably wouldn't have any food if it hadn't been for you wonderful, wonderful people. We just can't say thank you enough, and we know that you had to work hard, and to win this 2 years in a row. There's 8 schools, and you have been number 1 twice. I think you should clap again for yourselves. The Bank of Sun Prairie feels very fortunate in being a part of this and being able to come here today and give you a little extra satisfaction. I know that you all feel good about what you did, but now we're going to put on top of that $1,000 to say thank you to you. And I'm sure you'll put it to good use, correct? Alice.
Once again, my thanks to you, what you did on an individual basis. Over 97 pounds of food is just amazing, truly amazing. You should be so happy for yourself. So, you get the trophy for the 2nd year in a row. Congratulations. And I'm sure your school presents this and places it someplace where you can all walk by it and see it and say, we did a great job. So, and then secondly, here's a very big check for $1,000. That's a big check, you know? And I understand last year that helped everybody go bowling for a day. And I'm sure you had a great deal of fun doing that. And I'm sure you'll have some wonderful thing to do with this particular money. So this goes to your school. This goes to your school and for the benefit of all of you. So again, this is an amazing morning, and congratulations to all of you. Your hearts are very large. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Sprecher, if you come up. We're going to wrap this up, but I know it's something that you'll all be interested in receiving, so Mr. Sprecher, I'll just turn it over to you.
2 years in a row, I didn't think I'd be back. You guys did a good job again. And I'd like to reward everybody here with some coupons for some custard. I don't remember how many last year, but after I was here last year, you guys would come in and say, I remember when you gave those to us. So I appreciate that you came back in with them. So keep giving that food next year. Maybe I'll be back here again next year to give you guys another 3rd year championship.
Okay, one final word. What's really cool about this is what we try to do at the food pantry is to serve people in need. And what it takes to do that, it takes us all. It takes the school, it takes the community, the city of Sun Prairie, it takes the businesses, and it takes volunteers. And most importantly, it takes you. So tonight when you go home, you thank your mom, your dad, your grandma, grandpa, your aunt and uncle for helping us out. Because just in the money alone, you know all those pennies you guys saved and brought in? Just in the money that you donated, we will provide over 13,000 meals. That's phenomenal. That's what you did. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, and I know you've been wondering when the staff is going to lip sync a song, and that is going to take place next Friday. So staff, just so you're aware of the fact that you're all going to be singing, you'll probably want to be practicing up on that song. So now let's all stand and pledge the flag.